Hello, my name is Sara. My PIN number's 2218. I'm a clairvoyant, also a tarot reader and an empath, and I read energy. What I like to do is go with the flow. I generally just go into the clairvoyance. So what I find is that often I'm probably staring into a plain wall, because with a plain wall I find is the most useful thing, because I start getting images on the wall and I start working with the images. Then I start feeling. So all of this comes in. What happens, it flows into a story. And a story of what somebody may be asking me about in work or their relationships or in their family. For me, explain to people about how important, how we view things, how we see our story, but how we can change our story of our lives. So what I do is then I always push beyond that. So therefore I'll get something more than what they probably asked me about originally. When we were children, we lived in a very old house. It was Victorian. My father converted it into flats. And me and my sister's 2 years older than me, we used to see people floating around. And we used to say to our mother, we saw, what we saw. And my mother would say, there's no such thing as ghosts, but we knew what we saw. My mother was actually a very good clairvoyant. She used to say to me, don't go out with that man. And my two sisters are the same, my brother's the same as well, but they don't choose to use it. I was always intrigued and would pick up, I think I was about 14, 15 books on astral projection, and you sort of spontaneously do astral projection. But I didn't really get interested in readings until I was about 18 and living in a nurse's home. And it really started off as a bit of fun. Then I bought my first tarot deck, and then, really it just took off from there. What I hope a client will take away is they feel empowered. They feel that they can take control of their lives and make the changes that they need to make. For me, I think I was given the gift to help people. I somehow have the ability to cut right deep down. They get a deeper understanding. And the knowledge is that I do empathise, but more so than that, I feel it myself. And I always believe I've got to be able to walk a mile in somebody else's shoes. My real interest is how the brain actually takes information. So when you get yourself into a difficult situation, you actually fixate on that problem. So for me, my interest is how to break that fixation, how you open up your mind to actually think in a different way. You can change your situation, that you actually are in the driving seat, no one else but you. All I do is guide you to that point. So what you can do is you can actually see the wider picture rather than what your brain is actually focused down on and narrowed in on what is the problem. But that's my passion.